I am Spencer Chijoke by name from Enugu State. So on Monday night, around after 9 p.m., like 15 after 9, I boarded a Sienna heading to Lagos. On my way to Lagos around 1:45 a.m., we got to Benin. So the driver took Benin bypass. On getting to Ahor police station, after we left Ahor police station, we met another checking point where soldiers are. We left that checking point where soldiers are. After some few minutes drive, we had an attack, and it was low. It was from Fulani henchmen. They were numbering about 7 guys, fully armed with cutlass and a lot of things. So they took us all from the Sienna bus that we boarded. So about four of us, they took us inside the bush and left others with the driver. So since then, we've been in the bush, no food, no water. We've been in the bush since Monday night. We've been in the bush since then till today. They were saying that we are going to pay ransom of 10 million. We have been pleading them, and they are beating us, starving us, a lot of things. So today being Friday, they gave us gari to drink so that we can sustain ourselves. After taking that gari, they masked us. Our 2 hands and our legs were tied up with our eyes masked. When they masked us, they made us to lie down again after taking that gari. Since Monday that we've not taken anything. So we lie down. After like 15 to 10 minutes, they were discussing smoking Indian hemps and all sorts of drugs. We started hearing gunshots. They now started running. Low to us, it was a joint force between the Nigerian police, the VGN, the OPC, and the local vigilante. It's a joint force. They came to our rescue. They started shooting at them. So many of them were injured. They ran away with the gunshots. So they now untie us and unmask us. Took us from the thick forest that we have been there since out to Edo police station. They call it Benin bypass. So I am warning anybody who is traveling to Lagos to be very careful with that road they call Benin bypass, because even this morning, Friday, there are people that were kidnapped again, and those people that were rescued together with us. The forest that we're into, we don't know that very close to us, there was about 7 persons that were kidnapped this very morning, that were still with us, and we don't know, because we've been there since Monday night.
So I traveled to visit my aged mother on Sunday. So I'm coming back to resume in the office yesterday. So we left Ogoja and Cross River State yesterday morning. So when we got to the boundary between Enugu and Ebonyi, there was a collision of 2 trucks, one carrying PMS and one carrying diesel. So we spent over 5 hours until the road safety and the other security agencies cleared the place before we left the place. So we managed to get to Onitsha. From Onitsha, there was still time. We now moved down to Benin. We passed a night there, and as early as possible, 5 o'clock this morning, we left where we spent our night. So we drove like 30 minutes from where we spent our night to a point, as in, I think I get that place should, because I'm not familiar with that area, that should be a Benin bypass. We saw a flashlight, touch light. If they flash, our driver now said, okay, these people are in the front. He tried to reverse, they're already at our back. He tried to go to the front, the same thing. That is how he gave up. Those Fulani herdsmen came in, some of them are on army uniform. Oh yeah, they collected everything, collect our phone, and say, oh yeah, everybody come down. That is how they started dragging us inside the bush. At that point, we discovered that they even told us that they are kidnappers. They are kidnappers. They need more. That is the money. Their problem is money. They didn't mean anything to do. So that is how they dragged everybody down to the village, exception of 2 women that had baby. They said, oh, we don't want to take this one so that the baby will not go and cry and expose us. So they left those 2 ladies and another lady. So they took us. We walked like 5 kilometers inside thick forest. Very, very thick forest. I was in short. When we got to that place, because there is no stress. Sorry, you can't trace that, okay, somebody passed through this place and go to that place. So we entered the thick forest. they tried to interrogate us. They collected everything, asked you that, I hope somebody is there that will pay your money. If you pay your money, you will go. You say, okay, no problem. They blindfolded us, tie our leg, disposed everything. Some of our bag they took along. They opened it, find something, collected my wallet. They started looking for my ID card to see, even my phone. They were even asking that because the type of jobs that I do, I have some of the sensitivities there. So that would have pushed me into serious problem. But thank God, God rescued us today. So we never even knew that they kidnapped some people since on Monday. They are very close to us, but we don't know. Because we are blindfolded, we don't know. We are there hopeless, without hope. In short, I never believed that we'll come outside because there is no hope. Before we knew it, we had a gunshot, quack, 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 quack. They say, police, 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 police. My hope reconnected. I say, thank God, though, police came to our rescue. I want to use this opportunity to really, really, really thank our men on uniform, the vigilante, the police. In short, they tried their best. I never knew that they still have this energy and wisdom to. I now ask one that, Oga, waiting, how manage you guys know that we are inside this bush? They said, okay, they trace our footstep because they were dragging us as if we are cow. Oh, go, they slap you from back. Yeah, go. Our legs, all those ones. That is how they managed to know where our location, and we rescue without any injury, without anything. The issue there is that those guys they are even small. They are small boys to my, because when they were pushing out inside the boy, I was looking at it. They are small Fulani boys. I school in Taraba State. I understand some little of idea about Hausa and how they call Fulani. Understand, because I work in a chemist. My elder brother chemist, so we used to go to the bush and treat them. There are some language they speak. Up to today I still understand. So I don't know why our country is turning in this way. If not before, there was no issue like that. We travel shuttle between here and my place, shuttling between here and my place. There's no problem. But this thing, I've been hearing on newspaper, social media, it happens to me today. I'm so surprised. But let me just chip in small advice. Before they kidnap us, I think we passed one army checkpoint before we got to that point. That army checkpoint, if in the wisdom of the army, they can at least adjust the checkpoint down to that, because that is an isolated place. With the checking points where the army has, is close to you, it's a popular place, that nobody can come to that place and harass anybody. But that place, that point is so isolated, so as in free, that anybody can come there and do anything and go.
Today at about 5:45 hours, the Edo State Police Command received information that young shall grow motors traveling from Ogoja to Lagos with some passengers were kidnapped along Ute community in Edo State along Benin-Lagos bypass road. On receipt of the information, the Deputy Commissioner in charge of Operation, DCP Miller Dantawaye, who is the senior officer on ground, ordered an immediate search and rescue operation within the forest along with a community. The combined team of police operatives from Eba Division, led by the DPO, and the vigilante of Eba area, joined in the rescue operation. And to the glory of God, based on the gallantry effort of the men of the Nigerian police, of the division, and the men of the vigilante, 11 victims were rescued after a serious gun duel with the kidnappers. Among the rescued persons is a military personnel who is serving in Lagos at 45 Engineering Co. Obalande. He was beaten because they recognized that he is a military personnel. He was beaten and knife was used on him. But for the intervention of the police and the vigilante, they were all rescued unhurt except for the army, there was wounded because they recognized him as a military personnel and collected his uniform that he's traveling with him. The suspect kidnappers, some that have escaped with the uniform that he was traveling with. For now, we have 10 civilians, all from Cross River, except for the army officer who is from Niger State, all traveling from Ogoja to Lagos. They are all rescued and will soon be taken to Police Cottage Hospital for medical examination. After that, they will be asked to continue on their journey. In the forest where they were rescued, these wooden arms was recovered from there. We have 2 of it sellotape with black sellotape to show as if it's a gun, but it's a it's a wood joined together, indicating as if it is a gun. We are not asking victims not to be careful when encountering such incident, because some can be really gone. The road was blocked before the car was forced to stop. So they are using barely gun, cutlasses, knives, and knives. These are the things they use to scare their victims. We thank God we recovered also 2 techno phones from there, which we are still, the phone is still being called. This is the phone they use in calling relations of their victims for ransom. Already, they have already started calling and demanding for 20 million for some of the victims. They have already called their relation demanding for that money. Thank you very much.